A man accepts a winter caretaker job at a huge mountain hotel that closes for the season. I'm the one who witnesses the change in him as the snow seals us in and the building turns quiet in a way that feels alive. Strange signs start small. Doors that don't stay shut, rooms that feel occupied when they're empty, and a growing obsession that pulls him down the hotel's endless halls. As tension builds, a private argument inside that isolated hotel becomes something far more dangerous. And the storm outside is not the worst thing keeping us trapped. Chapter 1. The Winter Job. My brother never wanted help. That was his main problem and, if I'm being honest, his main pride. So when he told me he'd taken a winter caretaker job at a mountain hotel that shut down every year, I heard the excitement in his voice like a kid talking about a new toy. "It's just me, the building, and the snow," he said. "No guests. No noise. I'll finally get some peace." I drove up with him the first day because he asked me to, pretending it was about hauling supplies. I think he wanted a witness. The hotel sat above the tree line like a huge, sleeping animal. The wind pushed snow across the parking lot in thin sheets, even though the season had only started. A manager met us at the doors. He looked tired, the way people do when they've stopped believing in calm weather. He walked us through the lobby, past a front desk that seemed too big for any real person, past hallways that ran straight and long as if the building liked watching you walk away. The manager explained the rules. Check the boilers. Keep the pipes from freezing. Test the radios. Don't waste fuel. Don't go into closed areas unless necessary. Then he hesitated, just for a moment, and said, "If you hear things at night, it's the building settling." My brother smiled like that was a joke. I didn't. When the manager left, the doors shut behind him with a soft final sound, and the lobby suddenly felt sealed. My brother looked around like he owned the place. That night, the storm rolled in early. I stood at the glass doors watching the driveway disappear under wind-blown snow, and I realized we weren't just staying in a hotel. We were being kept. Chapter 2. Empty rooms don't feel empty. The first few days were normal in a boring way. My brother pushed a cart down hallways, checked locks, took notes. I stayed because the weather turned nasty, and the road down the mountain closed. The hotel had a rhythm. In the morning, it creaked. At night, it sighed. Pipes clicked behind walls like nervous fingers. On the third day, he took me to the ballroom, proud of it like he'd built it himself. The room was massive, with stacked chairs and a stage curtain that looked heavy enough to hide anything. He stood in the center and called out, just to hear the echo. His voice came back wrong. Not louder or softer. Just crowded, like it bounced off people who weren't there. In the kitchen, I opened a pantry to grab coffee and froze. Among the canned food were party masks. Fresh ones, not dusty, arranged neatly as if someone had restocked them that morning. My brother laughed when I told him. "Old inventory," he said, "too quick." Later, in the lounge, he wrote in a notebook while I tried to read by the fireplace. The silence pressed on my ears. The hallway behind us looked darker than the rest of the room, like the light refused to enter it. A soft click sounded down the hall. My brother stood, already tense, and walked toward the noise. I followed until we reached a guest room door that should have been locked. It hung open a few inches. He held up his keys, confused. I checked these. The door creaked wider on its own, slow and steady. Cold air rolled out, smelling like old perfume and damp wool. My brother didn't step back. He stepped in. Chapter 3. The hotel talks back. After that, he changed in small ways I could explain away if I tried hard enough. He slept less. He drank more coffee. He started walking the halls at night, to keep busy. Then I caught him standing in the laundry room, staring at the small window above the folding table. The washers thumped like a heartbeat. His face was pale. "What are you doing?" I asked. "Listening," he said. "To what?" He didn't answer. When I moved closer, I saw only our reflections in the glass. But I felt it anyway, like the air behind us was full. That evening, I found him in the barroom. The place was dim, lit by a few amber lamps. He sat on a stool with an empty glass in front of him, staring at the shelves like he expected someone to step out from behind them. I tried to keep my voice light. "You can't drink what isn't here." He didn't smile. "You ever feel like this place remembers people?" I didn't want to say yes, but I had. Every time I walked past the old photos on the walls, I felt watched. He leaned closer to the counter, speaking low. "Sometimes I hear music, like a party down the hall, and then it stops the second I move." That night, he insisted on going outside to check the grounds. The snow was thick, the wind sharp. The hedge maze behind the hotel was half buried, but the path still showed through like dark veins. He stood at the entrance with a flashlight, breathing hard, eyes fixed forward. "Come back inside," I said. "There's nothing out here." He turned slowly, like he'd forgotten I existed. "You don't know that." When we went back in, he pressed his ear to a service door marked employees only. Warm light leaked from the crack at the bottom. I heard it too. Faint laughter, glasses clinking. Then, like someone noticed us listening, the sound cut off. My brother smiled. Not a happy smile. A relieved one. Chapter 4. The argument. I wasn't alone in the hotel anymore. A family had been stranded by the storm, a quiet father and his son. The manager had let them stay in a suite until the roads cleared. The boy drew pictures non-stop, like he was trying to pin his fear onto paper. One morning, the child handed me a drawing. It showed the hotel, the maze, and a man in the hallway with a weapon. I didn't tell my brother, but later, I found him in the old management office, flipping through a ledger. His hands shook like he was cold, even though the room was warm. "What is that?" I asked. He covered the pages fast, then stopped as if he remembered he didn't have to hide anything from me. He opened it again and shoved it toward my face. The same sentence filled page after page in his handwriting, written so hard the paper tore in places. "The hotel wants what it wants." I stared at him. "When did you write this?" His eyes flicked toward the wall of framed photos, then back to me. "I don't know." We argued in whispers at first, because the family was nearby. I told him he needed sleep. He told me I was trying to control him. I told him the hotel was messing with him. He told me the hotel was helping him see clearly for the first time in his life. His voice rose. "You think I'm weak. I think you're in danger," I said. His face tightened, like my words were an insult. He stepped into the hallway, blocking it with his body as if the building had asked him to guard it. Behind me, the father pulled his son close. My brother's jaw clenched. "No one leaves." I backed away, heart hammering. "We are leaving." His eyes were flat now, like a door that had closed. The next sound was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. Wood splitting. A heavy door cracking. And the sharp, clean ring of metal as he pulled a fire axe free from its mount. Chapter 5. The Maze of Snow. We ran. The father grabbed his son. I grabbed the radio keys. The hotel seemed to fight us, not with hands, but with timing. A hallway light died just as we reached it. A door stuck when we needed it open. The lobby felt longer than it had any right to be. Somewhere behind us, my brother moved with steady steps, not rushing, as if he knew the building would bring us back to him. We tried the front doors. Ice sealed them like glue. We tried a back corridor. The emergency exit wouldn't budge. The metal push bar was frozen in place. The father's voice trembled. What does he want? I didn't know how to answer. I only knew the hotel wanted him to want something too. A distant thump echoed through the building. Then another. Slow, deliberate, getting closer. We had one option left. The hedge maze. The storm hit us like a wall when we stepped outside. Wind stole our breath. Snow blinded us. The hotel loomed behind, a giant shape against the night. We pushed into the maze, following the dark lines of the paths. The hedges rose on both sides, crusted with ice. The world narrowed into corridors and corners. The father carried his son until he couldn't. Then I did. Somewhere back there, a flashlight beam swung through the snow like a searching eye. My brother's voice carried faintly, not yelling, almost calm. "Come back," he said. "It's warmer inside." We crouched in a bend of the maze, trying not to breathe loud. The boy's mittened hand clutched my sleeve. The father's eyes were wide, shining with panic. Footsteps crunched nearby. The flashlight beam paused at an intersection. And for one awful moment, I understood what the hotel was doing. It wasn't trapping us in the maze. It was teaching him how to hunt. Chapter 6. The hotel remembers. Dawn came weak and cold. The storm eased just enough to make the silence louder. Snowdrifts looked smooth, almost peaceful, the way a blanket looks peaceful until you realize someone is under it. We found a maintenance path that led away from the maze toward a small service building. Inside was an old radio room. I turned dials with shaking hands, trying to reach anyone, any station, any ranger, any road crew. Static answered back. Then a thin voice that came and went like it was trapped under ice. Behind us, the main hotel stood quiet. Too quiet. I looked back once, and I wish I hadn't. Through a distant window, I thought I saw my brother standing in a hallway, motionless, watching, like he was waiting for the building to tell him what to do next. Later, when the signal failed again, I stepped into the hotel's lobby one last time to grab supplies. Morning light filtered through high windows, pale and watery. The chandelier hung still. The front desk bell sat centered, perfectly placed. The long hallway beyond the lobby looked darker than the rest, like morning couldn't reach it. On the wall nearby, an old framed photograph showed a winter party. Masks, suits, dresses, raised glasses. I stared at it until my eyes burned. And then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. One figure near the center stood just a little apart from the rest, facing forward. The face looked familiar. The pose looked familiar. The hotel, I realized, didn't just remember people. It kept them. If you want more scary stories inspired by classic horror, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and give this video a like. Comment what you think the hotel really was doing, and share this video with a friend who loves chilling winter horror.